Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Plays Guys of Arcadia Legends. Last time we did a lot of discoveries and sabotaged even the remotest chance of a minimal death run. This time we're just gonna kind of move on and forget that encounter with Laban ever happened. We do have a few more discoveries to go through, as well as some story elements. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anyone. It's one of the luxury components in Armada. I can't remember. I want to double check. I know there's a potential potential crew member in Armada, but you can't access them right now. But however, at the very least, they look like they're still functioning. Oh, and there was another little something I forgot to do before moving along as well. However, that having been said, what was it I was trying to do here? Right, you have those moments where you walk into a place and then forget precisely what it is you're trying to do. Oh, right. It's the Slenderman-looking villains from Doctor Who, I swear. What's the name of those things, babe?
They're not from Doctor Who. They're the Silence.
The Silence. What are they from?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. The Silence. My wife is the bigger Whovian of the two of us.
But I absolutely could be wrong.
No, that sounds right. Right here. Okay, so. Let me see here. Alright, so I'm going to double back to near Sailor's Island where Piastel is, since we are capable of fighting round 2 against her. Alright. Alright. And there's our favorite bounty hunter ship. I've been waiting for you, Vice. I assume that you remember me? I am Piastel. I am the hunter of air pirates. I am the angel of death. I have come to deliver death unto you. This very place shall become your grave. You call us out here and then you start spouting all this nonsense? You have problems, lady. So we beat you once, who cares? Just give it a rest already, will you? Why are you being so persistent? You speak as if my search for you has been a recent phenomenon, oh red-headed one. I talk in the pretentious tone. These past 7 years, I have been searching the world for you, looking for any trace of your passing I could find, Vice. What are you talking about? I have no other words for you. Today I will have my revenge. On guard, Vice.
On guard.
And well, this seems a little bit more personal than just chasing a bounty. She's definitely got some beef with us. That said, same basic strategy as last time. Her Death Hound is the bigger threat of the two. Now this is the main thing, is Enrique and Aka are going to be mostly your defense setup. Justice Shield doubles the defense of all party members, and then of course you know what Delta Shield does. Not a bad start. And the general idea is just keep attacking with Vice, focus with Fina. You want to get your spirit points to max so you can get off a successful trying to think of the name of the attack. Prophecy. I'll let the animation play out since I don't think I showed it. Enrique talked like a bit of a Power Ranger here. And I was waiting for that to happen. As you can see, like, as her attack gets more powerful, it also gets a little more elaborate as well. Thankfully, Piastel is feeling a lot nicer than Lapin was. I actually do wonder if the amount of effort okay, I had a feeling this was when it started happening. I knew there was a fight with them where the Death Hound was more likely to invoke fatigue. And it's this one. And obviously, because it puts everyone in a defensive-like stance, that means you are more likely to counter critical hits too. Knew that was coming. Now you see what fatigue does. Vice's focus ain't doing jack. She actually used it too. Odd.
Let's try this. Here goes. Moons, give me strength. Let's try this.
All right. Yep, knew that was coming. You don't like to ever make this easy. Thankfully, the dog will prioritize healing his master if his master's in danger.
Give me strength.
Oh. Okay. That complicates things a hair.
Let's try this. Here goes. On guard. Moons, give me strength.
This should work.
Here goes.
Die.
Let's try this. On guard! Try this.
Should work.
On guard!
Here goes.
Let's try this.
This isn't quite as atrocious of a train wreck as Lapin, but it's definitely giving it a run for its money.
Let's try this.
Here goes.
On guard! On guard! Move! Give me strength!
And prophecy. Alright. I figured since I've already ruined the Deathless run, let's just deal with this. So there's Piastel. Well accounted for. Why? Why is it that I finally fight the man I've been searching for all these years, and yet I cannot win? Hey, okay, seriously. What are you talking about? Yeah, what exactly were you talking about when you said you've been chasing us for 7 years? It's a really long time, you know. Silence! You can never understand my pain. Oh my gosh, it's those types. Remember this, Vice. I swear that someday I will defeat you. Don't think you can escape your fate. I shall never forgive you. Alright. Finally, we're going to head over to Maramba to continue the story. But not before visiting our favorite doctor.
Hi.
I see you've caught some moonfish. Here, let's feed the little critter.
Whoa.
For you, Maria, it's no problem at all. If it's moonfish you want, just leave it up to me. I'm going to bring you more than you'll ever need. Thank you. Thank you, Vice. Maria is slowly becoming herself again. I owe everything to you. I don't know what to say. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Ah, come on, Doc. Don't get all teary-eyed on me. I'll just keep gathering fish to make her happy, okay? You know, you remind me of a man I used to work with. He was a lot like you. Honest, kind of guy that everyone likes. Well, he was a little more refined than you, though. His name was Ramirez. I hear that he's been promoted to the position of admiral in the Valuan Armada now. Ramirez? Huh? You guys know him? Well, more or less. Doc, can you tell us what you know about Ramirez? Sure. It was a long time ago, back when I was still working for Admiral Mendoza and the Valuan Armada. We were sailing around mid-ocean when we encountered a ship of the likes we had never seen before. And aboard that ship was Ramirez. He was an odd fellow, to say the least. I distinctly remember the clothes he had on. Very unusual. But Ramirez turned out to be as intelligent as he was good with a blade. Admiral Mendoza grew to like him rather quickly. Admiral Mendoza saw he had the potential and began training him to become an officer of the Valuan Armada. He had high hopes for him. We were all surprised at how little he knew about the world, but he was so honest and so sincere that everyone loved him. And I too was glad to have a crewmate who seemed trustworthy, someone I could call a friend. Ramirez, from this day forth, you are a member of the Valuan Armada. Hold your chin high. Thank you very much for all your help, my lord. Way to go, Ramirez! I always knew you'd make the cut. Thank you too, Doctor. Oh, come on. You can stop calling me Doctor all the time. Everyone just calls me Doc. You two never change. I just want to let you know that you two are like sons to me. The sons I never had. I hope I can count on you as my right-hand men. My lord, you're being a little greedy there, aren't you? The lord already has 2 lovely daughters of his own, and yet he wants sons too? That's not what I mean. All I'm saying is that you two can count on me as you would a father. My lord, I thank you. You do not know how much that means to me. Who would have thought that Doc and Ramirez used to be buddies? Alright, Maria, I hear you. I'll be there in a second. Vice, please feel free to come by and visit whenever you want. I'm sure Maria and her feathered friend will be happy to see you. But don't forget to bring more moonfish with you. I'm sure there's plenty more still out there somewhere. And indeed. Alright. Now let's continue into Ramba. I'm going to skip past the Stone Reef. And to give you an idea of where I'm headed, if you remember the Maroon Isle location, it's right it's right past the very end of the large island that the Temple of Piran is on, near the Star Sand side. That's what you're looking for. And with Fina having a Eternum now, I think it's a good time to turn over our spell roster. I'm making sure at least one person in the party has a max spell line. Alright, you want to hang a left here when you see Maroon Isle. Now before you continue on, hang a right. And there should be a few more discoveries to find. Honestly, you'll know by the time this video is uploaded, but I'm kind of recording this all the same day. I know I had mentioned in passing that I would probably make the mass discovery and Lapin fight several bounty batters one long episode, but I'm thinking I'm actually going to... I might actually split it into two. Alright, here we go. There, I believe, is only one major. Okay, so here's the Drogerp, which, if you can't tell, is part of the Grouter line. Iridizu. We kind of saw some suggestions at some of these guys being rehashed in that little earlier area. Alright, I believe... I know we're extraordinarily near it. I believe it actually is... It's one of these islands. There we go. The Blimp Wreck. Before the advent of ships, blimps ruled the skies as the means of transportation. Here lie the ruins of one man's dreams. He tried time and time again to repair his blimp and cross the dark rift, but he was defeated by the fierce winds. And this gives us some precursor to what we're about to get ourselves into. And when I call it or some gruel, they can be useful. I'm actually not going to be using... I'm going to be using the Rohai fish. Those who play the game know what I'm talking about. Okay. I overshot my target by a mile. You want to be kind of very close to the Nasser archipelago, I guess. And we are headed to Esperanza. And it looks like it could use some, maybe some duct tape and WD-40 will fix it up real good. That sky rift looks worse than any of the others. If we tried to power our way through it, I think the Dolphiness would get ripped to pieces. But if we don't go through there, we won't be able to reach Yafutoma. Isn't there something we can do? Enrique, are you feeling any better? No, to be completely honest, I feel awful. Why don't you guys try and take a look around the city? I don't think it would be wise for me to move in my condition. I'll stay here and look after Enrique. Alright, Aka, let's go check out the city. Someone has to know how to get to Yafutoma. And your general, slightly sadder than usual music. Sounds like an old abandoned western town, obviously. Alright, first thing you want to do, go down this ladder here. And as you get here, Cupel's already going off. There's a Cham. Go down this hallway here. And go through this door. And here's our first treasure chest. An Esperanza. Now we're going to run over to the inn, because we definitely need a quick heal after all we had to go through. Alright. You want to go into this building and pull this green looking switch over here. Barely make it out, but it is there. Go up this ladder. Get this chest, which comes with a surprisingly underwhelming armor for this point in the game. Don't know if you remember, we got the Belluin uniforms all the way back in Lower City back when we first arrived there. It hasn't magically gotten better since. We want to climb up this rather dilapidated sentry tower. Now, this Cape New Victory is believed to be based off of Cape Hope, which was believed to be a rather difficult place to cross on the African continent for trade routes back in the early exploration days. I'm remembering it right. The Dark Rift over there could be a combination of things. Cape Hope was known for having some particularly rough weather often, but also, more blatantly, the Bermuda Triangle. Alright. Next place you want to go. Right here, you look up, there's a moonfish above that shipwreck. Keep going over this way. And you get one moonberry. And actually, what's my super move loadout right now? This is one I've been needing to get for a minute. Rain of Swords is very helpful. It's basically a much better version of a Lambda Burst because it doesn't have a magic affiliation, so it'll hurt just about anything. You can check out what this guy's got. I remember nothing of it was very good. I don't know. It's not bad, actually. I'm actually going to get about 11 sacred crystals. And what we want to do is particularly sell this Magilex idol. The rainbow gruel can go. And I'm actually not going to be using the regular gruel either. Well, I had misremembered that heart, so turns out he does actually have a pretty good loadout. Alright, well, I'm not forgetting, these sisters had dropped a Tropica, and on top of that, Self Seed. Alright, now moving the story forward, we head towards this tavern right here. And we want to talk to this gentleman specifically. You're not from around here, are you? Actually, we just came into town and we were wondering if someone here could help us. So you came to me. Well, that's just great. By the way, the name is Dawn. Now ask me your question and be on your way. You know that sky rift to the east? How do you get through it? So you're looking for a way to cross the dark rift, eh? So the world is still full of fools. What? Are you kids serious? You're trying to cross the dark rift? They don't stand a chance. Someone better tell their parents where they are. Kid, that's no ordinary sky rift. During the war, this cape was discovered and this city was built. This place is the edge of the world. If you try to go any further east, you'll be killed. Hundreds of men, good men, have died trying. But there's always a few fools that don't heed the warnings. The Dark Rift usually claims them. Some of the best sailors from all over the world tried to cross the Dark Rift. They came from everywhere. One by one, they tried to pass through the Dark Rift. All of them failed. The ships that enter the Dark Rift are either pushed away by the winds, or they get sucked in, never to return. My crew and I lost our ship. We were lucky to survive. After a while, sailors stopped coming. All we do now is sit around here and wait to die. Some things are just impossible, kid. Why don't you just go back to wherever you came from and have your mommy tell you bedtime stories? What's wrong with you people? You've thrown your lives away. Don't you care about anything? Vice, let's go. We're just wasting our time here. Thanks for telling me about the Dark Rift. Before I go, I just want to say that I've never met a more pitiful bunch in my life. If you lose sight of one dream, replace it with another. Think about how much time you could have accomplished in that time you've spent here. Just because you couldn't cross the Dark Rift, you're just going to sit here for the rest of your life? Because you tried something once and failed, are you going to throw the rest of your life away? There's a whole world out there to see. Don't you have any desire to sail again? Fina, what is it? Vice, Aka, come to the port, quickly! The Armada is coming! What? What are they doing here? Aka, let's move. We should hurry back to the port. Trying to find Enrique. Ah, Vice, you're back. I think you need to see this. That huge armored ship belongs to Admiral Gregorio. Gregorio is the best defensive tactician the Valuan Armada has ever seen. They even nicknamed him Iron Wall. Interesting. He's forming a blockade around the town. Prince Enrique. I've come on behalf of Admiral Gregorio. He has an urgent message for you. I see. Well done. I hope my prince finds himself in good health. I heard that you had a change of heart, or perhaps brainwashed by the air pirates. Empress Theodora has sent me to escort my prince back to Valua, so that he may recover. If my prince refuses to comply, my ships will regrettably begin firing upon the city tomorrow at noon. Your humble servant, Gregorio. Uncle Gregorio is asking me to surrender. Uncle? Oh, Gregorio was an admiral in the Armada even before my father passed away. He helped raise me when I was growing up. He's always been like an uncle to me. I know that he doesn't want to fight, and he really does want me to surrender. But I can't go back. Not after everything they've done. Even if it means I have to fight him. Enrique. Let's rest up for tomorrow. Gregorio is the most honorable man that I've ever met. He won't break his word. I understand. We should rest on land tonight and keep you off the ship until tomorrow. The last thing we need is for your uncle to see you throwing up over the railing in the heat of battle. Great. Now you're starting to sound just like Aka. I'm sorry. Come on, let's stay at the inn tonight. We're gonna need our rest. Alright. I'm gonna save before we go out. It's time to go fight Admiral Gregorio. It's gonna be a tough battle. Give it everything you've got. Aye aye. Hey, you aren't actually going to fight against the Armada, are you? You're planning to fight Admiral Gregorio by yourselves? Yep, that's the plan. I don't doubt your abilities, but I used to be a Valuan soldier. I know what the Armada can do. Going up against one of their admirals, it's crazy. Our ship is the best there is. We're faster than Gregorio's ship, and I think we can match his firepower. But even if you win, you'll never get through the Dark Rift. Like I said yesterday, our ship is the best there is. Our engines are more powerful than you think. You did not say that yesterday, you said that just 2 seconds ago. And it might just be powerful enough to get us through the Dark Rift. Besides, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to see what was beyond the edge of the world. And that very edge is right in front of me. I have a chance to do what nobody has ever done before. I have a chance to make history today. And if I said that I'm not scared, I'd be lying. But I won't let this opportunity pass me by. The chance to fulfill my childhood dreams lies right in front of me. You don't expect me to give up, do you? I suppose then no matter what you say, you're not going to listen. The Dark Rift is a giant vortex. If you can get through one side, you'll reach the eye in the middle. It's rumored that the eye is calm. There are other calm pockets along the edges of the Dark Rift. If you find one of the pockets, you might have half of a chance. I see, thank you. I'll come back here when I'm done. I promise. Heh, kid, you're just like me when I was your age.
Are you recording?
Yeah. Admiral, the Delphinus is approaching. It's moving into attack position. My orders were to bring him back alive, or kill him if he refuses. We must do everything in our power to take him alive. All ships, prepare to attack. The Delphinus is the Armada's most powerful ship. Our adversaries may be young, but we can't underestimate them. Vice, the Armada is getting ready to attack us. This is it. Everyone, man your battle stations. We've got to get past Admiral Gregorio's defenses. We will defeat him. Then we'll get through the Dark Rift and reach Yafutoma.
Let's go! Aye, aye.
Alright. Now this first round's simple enough. Air pirate scum. Hand the prince over. You'll pay for kidnapping and brainwashing him. Alright, we're gonna use Pinta. And then we're gonna use Apa Wax here.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
And there we go. First one down. Speed Wax. You'll need that later. Yeah, go! Turn! No, not that way! You idiots, what are you doing? You're supposed to fire all your cannons right there! Yeah, get them! Hey, they're not that bad! Huh? Incoming! They still need to get past the next line of ships. They still have a long way to go. Okay, that was funny. You'll never defeat the second fleet of the Imperial Armada. Alright. Do not use your speed wax here. Alright. And that should probably finish it off.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Alright. And now for Admiral Gregorio. Alright, we're doing great! Gregorio's ship dead ahead. He'll be in range shortly. Uncle Gregorio, I can't let you take me back. Alright, full speed ahead. It's now or never. Prince Enrique, please forgive me for taking up arms against you, but you leave me no choice. I will not allow you to escape. You will not get past the Arcadia. Typoed again. I'm surprised how many of these I've noticed. You used the wrong version of past. Alright, same basic strategy. Penta, and then we're going to use the first 3 turns to charge up. As I stated before, Gregorio has been nicknamed Ironwall by his peers. He's the Armada's best defense tactician. I have heard that he sets up a tight defense and waits for his enemy to make even the smallest mistake. It is then that he attacks. And as you can tell, that second turn is kind of when he's most likely to do something. We're gonna get a little bit of setup here. I want to use Inkrum. I want to use Marco. I'm going to guard with Fina. Actually, I'm going to use Sacrulin with Aka. Guard with Fino. And Marco allows me to double all of my spirit points for a turn. So I'm going to use that with Enrique. Now, this is one of the most interesting mechanics in the entirety of the game. First off, First things first. We want to actually use that speed wax we acquired. We turn right before the red. We're going to use the repair kit with Aka. Another repair kit with Fina. And we're going to focus with Enrique on that last turn. And as you can see, by using that, either the Speed Wax or Quicka, you evade his whole ram technique. Yeah, we dodged his ram attack. Now he's gonna pay. The enemy's vessel's wide open. Let him have it, Vice. Alright, right off the bat, because I played Increment the wrong time, we're gonna do this. We're gonna use Advanced Cannon on these two turns. And Enrique's going to have the honor of using the Moonstone Cannon against his own uncle, as it were.
Moonstone cannon, fire!
As you can see, that's done some considerable damage. And there we go. You've beaten Gregorio. I always thought that if we were ever in battle together, that we'd be on the same side. Prince Enrique, is there anything I can do to make you reconsider? No, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back to Valua. I know that you've noticed a change in the Empire as well. They're headed down a dark path. Trying to rule the world with an iron fist, it will be Valua's downfall. This world, this sky, is not Valua's to rule. It belongs to the people. And to right the wrongs that Valua has committed, I have decided to travel with Vice and his companions. Tell that to my mother, and also that I pray every day for her good health. This is goodbye. I must go. Be well. Farewell, young prince. So I mentioned that Beleza was the arguably the best written admiral in the game. Gregorio is clearly a close second. Those kids are great. They just took the Armada with one ship. In caps, for whatever reason. They make me feel like sailing again. Vice, you put on quite a show. If you make it back to the Dark Rift, I hope you come here and take me with you. I can't believe I'm saying this. You hear me, kid? You better make it back. Alright. Well, with that in mind, I'm just setting myself up in advance now. But I believe that we found as good a cutoff point as ever. Now that this episode is done, almost done, we beat Admiral Gregorio and are getting ready to head into the Dark Rift. I think next episode, we'll make good on that intention. Until then, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.